The previous class we had a discussion on different laws of logic, and we have solved some of the problems on equivalence of particular compound propositions. And also at the end we had discussed about duality of a particular proposition, and we have solved some of the illustrative examples on that also. Continuing with that, we are going to solve some of the problems in order to prove the logical equivalence of two compound propositions by using truth tables as well as laws of logic. Okay, so first example, prove the De Morgan's laws using truth tables. At the same time, the later point of time, I am going to prove these same De Morgan's laws using laws of logic. Okay. The first one says, the first problem is negation of P or Q is logically equivalent to negation of P and negation of Q. This is the first one. Second one, negation of P and Q logically equivalent to negation of P or negation of Q. Okay, so since it contains only two propositions, I will have four different truth values for P and Q. So P, I am going to take T, T, F, F, Q as T, F, T, F. Okay, so negation of P is T is F. Okay, then this T is F, F is T, and F is T. So this is negation of P. Similarly, I am going to write a negation of Q as F, T, F, and T. So this is how I am going to write negation. Now, what I want is first P R Q. So P R Q. So P R Q states that if both are true, then true. If anyone is also true is true, but when both are F, then only it is F. Okay, simple way to remember is when both are F, then only F, otherwise it is true. I have written F here, rest all as T, T, T. Okay, so now this is P, R, Q. So here another one P and Q I have taken for this particular problem. Okay, so P and Q is when both are true, then only true, otherwise it is false. So when you take P and Q here, so P and Q here both are true, so hence it is true, rest all are F. Okay, so now coming to this negation of PRQ. I have identified PRQ here. So negation of this. So T is F, T is F, T is F, F is T. Okay. Now similarly, negation of P and negation of Q. So these two. Okay. So what is AND operator? AND operator says that when both are F, okay, both are F, then only, sorry, when both are true, then only true, otherwise it is false. Okay, if you look at the last two truth values, this is true, otherwise all are F. Okay, now here P and Q, I have written the truth tables P and Q, the negation of this, so that is T is F, F is T, F is T, F is T. Then at the same time negation of P or negation of Q, negation of P or negation of Q, if anyone is true, otherwise it is false. If you look at this one, it will be true, this one will be true, this one will be true, and this is false. Okay, now if you look at the truth values of negation of P or Q, I have marked here with this one, it is say logically equivalent because the truth values of P or Q, negation of P or Q, and negation of P and negation of Q are same. And going ahead with one more step, as I told earlier, if biconditional of this and this is true or is a tautology, then also it is called as a logically equivalent. So biconditional of this to this, f f f f f f t t. So the biconditional operator says that if both are same, then it is true. So if you perform biconditional operator here, this will be t, this will be t, this will be t, this will be t. So it contains all t's. So hence it is a tautology. So with that also I can say that this is logically equivalent. So here also p and q I have identified. Negation of p and q. If you look at the truth values, both are same. And even if you find out the biconditional operator of this and entire this compound proposition, then also you are going to get all values as t. So hence the first problem is achieved or proved using truth tables. We'll go ahead with the next problem. So we'll see what it does. Okay, the same second problem is again using uh, truth table only. Verify the associative law of laws of logic. Okay, so as I told earlier, so this is one with respect to or operator, this is one with respect to and operator. So since it contains three different propositions, so I will have a different 8 different values of t and f. So I have taken these are all the values. So t t t t t f t f t t f f f t t f t f f f t f f f. So these are all the three different values. Now what I need to find out, P R Q is in one side, Q R, so here. So I will find out P R Q, Q R R, because for this particular uh, R operator. So when both are what any one is true, then it is true, otherwise it is false. Or when both are false, it is false, otherwise it is true. So anyway, if you look at these two f with respect to p or q, so this is f and this is a f. So all values are set true. Okay, so this is p r q, q r r, q and r. So when both values are f, so see, look at here, this is f and last one is also f, otherwise all values are true. Okay, so now with another one, since I need to prove for AND operator also, I'll take q and r, p and q. So when both are true, then only true, otherwise it is false for p and q. So if you look at this is p and q, this is also p and q, rest all will be f, rest all will be f. So now q and r, q and r, this is say true, so this is say true, all values will be again false. Okay, so this is with respect to p and q and r. So what I need to find out on LHS is p r q r r, p r q r r. So this one I will call it as say capital P and this as a capital Q. So to prove a logical equivalent, so these two will be containing same truth values, this and this. Okay, and after that, if you find out the biconditional operator of this P and Q, you should get tautology. So that is how we are going to prove laws of logic. Okay, coming to this. Now, P R Q R R, that is P and Q R R. So with this, when OR operator, when anyone is say true, then it is true, otherwise it is false. Okay, if you look at here, the last value will be only F, otherwise all the values will be true. Okay, so now this is how we are going to obtain P or Q or R. So now similarly, P or Q bracket or R. So that is P or Q with R. So if you look at again in the last uh, row, you have F, then it is F. All other values will be true. So with this, if you find out the truth value of each and every P and Q, all are same. So P R Q or R is logically equivalent to P R Q or R. Okay. So next is after you find out the truth values, another step is you find out the biconditional operator of this capital P and capital Q. So if you find the biconditional operator, you should get tautology, then only this compound proposition is logically equivalent. So P biconditional Q says if both the values are same, whether it is true or false, so then it resultant truth value will be true, otherwise it is false. So TT is again T, TT is T, like this, and last one is F and this is F. So when both are F, again it is tree. So P biconditional Q, you are going to get a tautology. So hence, so these two operators are logically equivalent. So next is with respect to AND operator. So that is P and Q and R. So with these two columns. So if you look at AND operator, when both are true, okay, this is T, this is T. So hence it is T. Otherwise it is false. So if you look at here, this is T and this is F. So all these values are F. So now similarly, if you look at P and Q, that is P and say Q with R, with R. This is say T, this is T, so hence it is T. All other values are false. Okay. So now if you look at these two columns, so T, T, F, F, all other values are F. Here is also all values are F. So both these columns are containing same truth values, hence this is X is logically equivalent to Y. In continuation, if you find biconditional operator of this X and Y, then also you are going to get tautology. If you look at T, T is again T, F is T, F is T. So like this, if you find out the truth values of biconditional operator of X and Y, then it is a tautology. So hence, so this one and this one, you are going to get the same truth values. Hence, by using associative law, okay, associative law, by using truth tables, associative law is verified. Okay, we will see like another problem. Uh, Verify distributives laws of logic using truth table. So again, distributive law is what? P, R, Q and R is logically equivalent to P, R, Q, P, R, Q and operator, then again it is P or R. So this is how you are going to remember these laws. Okay, so now since there are three different operators, so P, Q, R, I have written all the truth values. So now is first one what I need to find out is P, R, Q. and PRR. So I will name those as X and Y. So PRQ states that when both the values are false, then only it is false, otherwise it is true. If you look at this one and if you look at this one, the last two columns, you will get F, and here you are going to get F. So all other values will be true. Okay. So now similarly P, R, R, P and R. So P and I say R. So R operator, when there are two values which are F, this is F, F, and this one is also F, and this is also F. All other values will be true. Okay. So now that is what the first operator. Now I need to find out Q and R. So Q and R operator, when both are false, then only when both are true, then only true, otherwise it is false. So this is T, this is say T, see here, this is T, this is T, all values are F. Okay. So now I have identified these values. Now what I need to find out is P, R, Q and R. So P, R operator with Q then R, with this. So now what is R operator? When both are false, then only false, otherwise it is true. So if you look at these columns, uh, this is one, this is the 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 one, you are going to get F, F, F. So all other values will be true. Okay. So now, so this is done with respect to this P, R, Q and R. So now that is the values of this. So now PRQ and PRR, P and PRQ, PRR, these two with AND operator, so that is X and Y. So when both are true, then only true, otherwise false. So this one will be false, this one will be false, and again here this one is also false. If you look at the resultant value, so this is F, this is F, this is F. So all values are true. Okay. So now if you look at the truth values of PR, Q and R, and PRQ and PRR, PRQ and PRR, both the values are same. So these two compound propositions are said to be logically equivalent. And if you perform the biconditional operator on this, okay, so uh, with this and this, so that is this and this, you should get tautology. So that is T, T is again T, T, T is again T, again F and F is also a T, F, F is also T, F, F is also T. So hence all the values you are going to get as T only in the last column after performing biconditional operator. So hence it is called as the logical equivalent, and we have verified the distributive law using uh, truth tables. And similarly, I have written in the bracket another one, P and Q are logically equivalent. P and Q or P and R we can prove in the similar way. So that I will leave to you, so that you also have some practice to solve or to prove these logical equivalences using truth tables. Some of the problems where we are going to prove using laws of logic and truth tables. Okay, the first problem is PRQ and PR negation of Q, or Q is equivalent to PRQ. So when you are using laws of logic, the procedure is either you start with LHS and you should get RHS, or you take RHS and you should get LHS. Okay, so now LHS equal to, what is that, PRQ and PR negation of Q whole bracket RQ. Okay, now somehow I should get PRQ. So now if you look at this particular law, that is a compound proposition, PRQ and PR negation of Q, I can write this as PRQ and negation of Q using distributive law. What is the distributive law says? P R Q and R is equal to P R Q and P R R. So now actually I have RHS, okay, in this given example. So directly I can write LHS, that is P R Q and R. P R Q, instead of R here I have a negation of Q. So now I have underlined here. For this I have written the entire rule as P R Q and negation of Q. So now going ahead, P R Q and negation of Q. If you look at the rules of, or the laws of logic, P and negation of that P always gives you F. Okay, so that is P, it is same, or Q and negation of Q. For this I will write F. So I am getting P or F or Q. So one more rule says that P or F as P. Okay, it is another identity law. P or F is, say, P is identity law. So with this I can replace P or F with P, or say it is same operator, it is Q, that is equal to RHS. So P or Q, I started with LHS as P or Q and P or negation of Q with R or Q, and I am getting P or Q. So this is how I am going to prove LHS equal to RHS using laws of logic. So same thing, I am using truth table, I should get the same answer. So if you look at PRQ, so PRQ I am going to get T, T, T and F, because OR operator says that if anyone is T, then it is T, otherwise false. Or in other terms, if both are F, then only it is F. So it is F and all other are T. So this is PRQ. Then another one is PR negation of Q. So negation of Q, I need to find out T is F, FT, TF, FT. So PR negation of Q is, PR negation of Q is this one. So TF is T, this T and this T is T, and first column and third column, that is F, and it is F and T, all are, say, that is T, T, F, T. So this is P or negation of Q. So now with this I need to find out AND operator. So X and Y. So when both are true, then only it is true. This is, otherwise it is F. If you look at this and this and this, okay, and last two will be F. Otherwise it is true. So last is X, okay, RQ. So Z or, say, Q. Z is here T, T, F, F, and Q, say T, F, T, T. So this column and uh, sorry, uh, Z and say Q. So this R operator. So if you look at the last value will be F, otherwise all values are true. So these, if you look at the values of uh, this one, okay, Z or Q, and with the P or Q values, this I have circled here, so both the values are same. And if you perform the biconditional operator on these two, you should get tautology, that is T, 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 F and F. Both are same. You are going to get biconditional operator of this and this as only tautology. Okay, we'll see another problem. Uh, show that uh, show that P R Q, then P R P and Q, then PRQ is a tautology using laws of logic. That is, when you perform all this operator, at the end you should get T to prove that it is a tautology. Okay. To start with, we know that this particular compound proposition is of the form P then Q. Okay. If I write P and if I write this as Q, so P then Q, it is equivalent to negation of P or Q. Okay, the one of the rules says that P then Q is logically equivalent to negation of P or Q. I will apply this on this particular rule, compound proposition. So with this, what will happen? P negation of P, that is negation of P and Q, or say P or Q. Okay, hope it is clear. So now if you look at this part, okay, here you look at the second part, negation of P and Q, I am going to apply the negation operator on this, that to De Morgan's theorem. What the De Morgan's theorem says? P and negation of P and Q is negation of P or negation of P, that is Q. Okay, so with this negation of P or negation of Q or P or Q. Okay, so now this is the one what we have done so far. Now since it is a OR operator, I will regroup for this particular problem as negation of P or P, negation of Q or that is Q. So if all are same operator, you can regroup like however you want. So now with this negation of P or P bracket complete or negation of Q or Q. Okay, this is the step which is regrouping step. So now P or P is T. Okay, because inverse loss. Negation of P or P is T. And same thing Q or negation of Q or Q is again say T. So T or T is again a tautology. Which law? So that is P or P or Q or Q is again logical equivalent to say Q. Okay. So now, so this particular after applying this particular law, so what I am going to get is sec T. So now I have started with LHS, P and Q, then P or Q, and I have come up with say Q, that is T. So hence this particular compound proposition is said to be a tautology. One more different problem which uses the laws of logic. So negation of P or negation of P and Q is logically equivalent to negation of P and negation of Q. So I'll start with this and I should get this. Okay, LHS equal to negation of P or negation of P and Q. Okay, so now if you look at first always I have to apply the negation operator. I have already talked about the hierarchy of the various logical operators. So if I apply, this is of the form P or Q. So negation of P or Q is negation of P and a negation of Q. So if I apply on this, so it would be like negation of P or becomes and, the negation of this negation of P and Q. So negation of inside negation P or Q. So this is the first step. So next step is P negation of P, and again I am going to apply the De Morgan's theorem on this. Okay, so negation of P, this is of the form negation of P and Q. So P and Q. So it would be negation of P or negation of Q. So here it will be like negation of P and negation of negation. Okay, negation of P and becomes or negation of Q. Okay, so now negation of P, next step, negation of P and so double negation of P is what? Only P. So this is double negation law, that is I have written here negation of P. Okay, P or negation of Q, I have written this as same. Okay, so now if you look at P and P or P and R, okay, I can write like this, that is a distributive law. It is of the form P and Q or R. So I can write P and Q or Q and R, sorry, P and R. So if you look at P or P and P or negation of P and a negation of Q, if you look at this particular statement. So now P or negation of P and P is F. This is inverse law. F union, or operator, negation of P and negation of Q is again RHS. You will get negation of P and negation of Q. So you know that F or operator with the P is again say P. So it is another law. So this is how you are going to prove the logical operator of using the logical laws of logic. We will say one more problem. Okay, this is a very important problem and a bit complicated also. If you look at the problem says prove that negation of P or Q or negation of P and Q is logically equivalent of P and Q. First you have to prove, then you have to deduce from this. Okay, you should get this. Okay, we will see how we are going to do this. So LHS, if you look at negation of P or Q and P and P or Q. So if you look at this particular statement, so I can write it as negation of P or Q, and I can write this as P or P and P bracket I will change and Q. So this is the one which is an associative law. Okay. Now if I write P and P as P here, P and that is idempotent law. Okay, second one. So I'll retain this P R Q and P, this will become P and Q. Okay, so now this is what the second step is. Now if you look at this particular statement, distributive law, negation of P, I will consider it as P, Q and R. So this is what one particular statement. So how can I write negation of P and this one entire thing, P and Q, or Q and operator this. This is distributive law. If you this looks like, negation of P inside bracket. This is 1 P and Q, what I am getting here. Okay, so I can apply distributive law from this to this. I am going to get negation of this P and this. Okay, so now after this, so after applying distributive law, again I can apply here the associative law in this particular say step. So P, negation of P and P, I will put a bracket for this, and Q. Okay, here I have applied the associative law. OR operator. If you look at here, Q and, so here P and Q is there, then I have changed it to Q and P. I can write it as a commutative law. It is commutative law. So here underline with red, so corresponds to this particular law. So now P and negation of P and P is F, that is inverse law. Okay, so inverse law I have applied here, F and Q, here OR operator, Q and Q, again the associative law. So Q and, say Q and P. So this is associative law. So what you are getting now, F and Q is F, that is the domination law. F and Q is F OR operator. Q and Q is again Q, which is idempotent law. Okay, Q and P. So this is what the last but one step. Now if you look at with this domination law, what is that? F or P is again P. So here I can write this as F or this entire thing. So that is Q and P. I can write it as this particular statement. So which is a domination law. Okay. So now I got the Q and P. I can apply commutative law on this. So I am going to get P and Q. P and say Q. So which is my RHS. I started with this LHS and I started with RHS. Now another step is you have to deduce this. So if you look at wherever OR operator is there and you are getting AND operator. So that is, you are going to write for a given statement, you are going to write the dual of that. So what it says, AND operator becomes OR operator becomes AND operator, and negation symbol remains same. So negation of P and Q is here. So now OR is here. Now I can write it as negation of P, R and Q. So here it is OR operator, AND operator, it will become OR operator. So within brackets P, and this is AND. So here I can write it as R. So here it is P and, so I will write it as PRQ. So here it is AND, so I have written R. So dual of this particular given statement will be this one. Hence we have reduced the second part of the particular problem. Problem. Verify the principle of duality for the logical equivalence. So for a particular given compound proposition, first you find out the dual of a given compound proposition. Then later, for that particular dual, you check whether the particular compound statement is logically equivalent or not. Okay, we will see. Now, the given problem is negation of P and Q, then negation of PRQ is logically equivalent to negation of PRQ. So one thing you remember, whenever we are going to write a dual, it OR operator, and negation operator. So we are converting the AND to OR to and the negation symbol remains same. So now this contains if then else, okay, conditional operator. But we know that P then Q, okay. I'll assume this entire thing as P. Okay, I'll assume this entire thing as P, this as Q. So it is of the form P then Q. Okay, so I know that P then Q is logically equivalent to negation of P or Q. Okay, so I'll write this in this particular form. So in that case, P is here, negation of P and Q. So negation of P is, so negation of this entire thing. The R operator Q. So this is what the Q is. Okay. So now LHS equal to, I will apply double negation here. So negation of negation is same thing, that is P or Q I am getting here. This is R operator and this I will retain as it is. That is negation of P or negation of P or Q. Okay. Now for this particular compound statement, I can write the dual as and becomes R. So P or Q. R operator becomes AND operator. Okay. Inside bracket negation of P. This R becomes here and then inside bracket negation symbol remains same, negation of P. This R becomes, okay, R becomes AND. This should be AND. Okay, it is AND, is logically equivalent to negation of P and say Q. Okay, now we have to prove this as these two compound statements are logically equivalent. So one way is writing down the truth table for this and proving both the truth values are same, and another way is to check using laws of logic. Okay, now I will take second one, laws of logic. Okay, okay, P R Q. Okay, so and so that particular statement. Okay, now I'll apply various laws of logic. So I will keep P R Q as same. Okay, then negation of P and negation of P R Q. Now I will apply the, since both are same, I can apply laws of logic, that is associative law here. So P R Q and inside bracket negation of P and negation of P and say Q. Okay, so now negation of P and negation of P is negation of P, that is idempotent law. Okay, so now this becomes P R Q and negation of P, negation of P and Q. Okay, now consider this P and this is Q and this is R, entire thing as R. So P R Q and R, I can apply a distributive law here. So that is P and this, P and P and this part, R operator, Q and this one. So Q and negation of P and Q. So that is distributive law. Now at this point of time, negation of P or negation of P and Q. So now I can apply the associative law here, so that negation of P and negation of P and Q, this bracket complete, or Q and, so here I will apply commutative law. Okay, so that is Q and negation of P. Okay, so this is associative law and commutative law. So now I know that inverse law, P and negation of P is F. Okay, so F and Q are, if I write Q and Q here, again I will take associative law here, Q and Q and negation of Q. Okay, so now this is F domination law. F or this Q and Q is idempotent law. So Q and negation of P. Okay, I have applied these two laws here. Now with this, okay, so F or Q and negation of F. So it is an identity law. So anything with or with F is the same thing which is there here. Okay, that is Q and negation of P. I can write commutative law P and negation of Q, which is equal to RHS. So I started with this and I stopped with this particular part, P and negation of Q, which is the RHS which is required. So this is how we are going to apply the different laws of logic in order to prove the logical equivalence. Okay, now we'll see one more last problem which is related to laws of logic. Then we will see some other exercises. Okay, this is very important and bit complicated problem. To prove a particular compound statement is a tautology. There are two ways. One way is to write down the truth table for entire compound statement by taking three different variables PQR, propositions PQR, and the last column you should get as T. Another one is using laws of logic. You take this as LHS and RHS you should get after simplification as T. Okay. Now, if you look at this given particular statement, here in this and in this, I will apply De Morgan's theorem. So, De Morgan's theorem states that negation of P and negation of Q is negation of P or Q, and similarly here negation of P or R. Okay, I have applied negation operator, that is De Morgan's theorem, in these two steps. Next is again P or Q I have kept as it is. So this operator, negation of negation, in this operator I am going to apply double negation. So negation of this negation, okay, R operator becomes, and operator becomes R operator. Negation of negation, Q or R. Okay, so negation of P and negation of Q is R operator with negation. Now here also in this negation I will take outside. So that is negation of P or negation of Q becomes a negation of P and Q. So negation of this is P, say this is N. So I have applied here the double negation operator here. Okay, so now if you look at P or Q, and so negation of negation is P or operator, negation of negation is, so entire thing it will become P or Q and R operator, negation. So here I can apply distributive law. So what it says, P or Q and P or R is P or Q and R. I can write like this. Okay, this is RHS part. When you write LHS part, P or Q and P or R, which is the distributive law here. Okay, so next step. Now after that, so if you look at here, P or Q, okay, PQ and say I will take this as R. So which I will apply distributive law here so that I can write PR, okay, Q and QRR. So if you elaborate this, PRQ and operator PR this one. So for this I have applied distributive law so that I can get this R operator, negation of P, same thing I have written here, PR, but one thing is Q, okay, Q and R. Now here I will apply associative law for this. So this here also I will apply associative law so that PR bracket will change now. Q and R operator, R, R, P, R, Q and R. Okay. So now with this, if I simplify this, P, R, Q and R, okay, R operator, negation of the same thing I have written. If you look at this statement, P, R, Q, R is same here also. So this, if I consider it as P, okay, consider this as P, PR negation of P. So by simplifying this, I will get PR negation of P, which is equal to T, which is a tautology, and this is your inverse law. So this is how I am going to prove this as a tautology. Okay. So now next is before we go ahead with different topic, there is one concept which is called as NAND and NOR connectives. So here again, this is another basic connectives which are used. Okay. Now, uh, first one we'll see NAND. So if P and Q are two different basic connectives, and NAND is denoted by with this particular arrow mark, upward arrow mark, is a combination of NOT and AND. NAND is nothing but NOT plus AND. So AND is P and Q, not of that. So that is not of that. So therefore P and Q will be written as P upward arrow mark Q is equal to negation of P and Q. Okay. Similarly, NOR is NOT plus R. So which is represented with downward arrow mark P downward arrow Q is equal to negation of PRQ. So this is what NAND and NOR basic connectives, and the uh, truth table will be written like this. So PQ, TT, TF, FT, FF. So first I need P and Q, PRQ. So for that I have written P and Q. P and Q says that when both are true, then only it is true. So T remaining F, F, F. Then here for PRQ, when both are F, then only it is F. Otherwise it is true. So all are true. So NAND gate says not of AND. So not of AND is T becomes F, F becomes T, F becomes T, F becomes T. And here also F, 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 T. So this is how you are going to write down the NAND and NOR connectives. Okay. Now one last concept, like these NAND and NOR are commutative but not associative. So this is one problem. So as what we have to prove is like NAND and NOR are acceptable with respect to commutative property but not with respect to associative property. Okay, we will see. Let us consider P and Q be two different propositions. Okay, so now I can write it as P then Q, sorry, P and Q as negation of P and Q. So that, so if I apply commutative law here, okay, I can write negation of Q and P, negation of Q and P, which is Q then P. So I am getting this as same also. So P NAND Q is same as Q NAND P. Now similarly with respect to OR operator, with the definition P or nor P nor Q is negation of P or Q. Negation I will keep as it is. P or Q is same as Q or P. So that is commutative law. So with this, by the definition, I can write Q nor P. So P nor Q is same as Q nor P. So that is a commutative property. We will prove this associative law by taking LHS and RHS. And if LHS equal to RHS, then we will say that the NAND and NOR connectives are associative. Now the first one, P NAND Q NAND R. So according to the definition, if I consider this part, that is P NAND Q, so negation of P and Q, it is as per the definition. NAND say R. So now again I will apply the definition from this entire part to R. Again negation of negation P and Q and R, again with respect to definition. So now I will apply De Morgan's theorem. Negation of P and Q is negation of P and negation of P or negation of Q. So applying here, so negation of negation P and Q or negation of this. So with this, P and Q and R equal to double negation here. So P and Q are negation of R. So this I will call it as equation. Similarly, I am going to apply on other RHS part. So if you look at this entire part, uh, P, and this I will call it as Q. So negation of P and Q. Okay, this is Q and R. So negation of P, I'll apply law here, that is definition P and negation of Q and R. So again I will apply De Morgan's theorem. So negation of P or negation of negation Q and R. So this will be a negation of P or double negation, that is Q and R. So comparing with equation 1 and 2, we will say that P and Q and R are not associative. Same thing we can prove with respect to OR operator, NOR operator also. Now one problem, that is proving the logical equivalence of these particular problems. So negation of P is logically equivalent as P nor P. So and here is another part which is P nor P, nor of Q nor P is P and Q. So what I need to find out is negation of P is required, then all these values. Okay, now P, I have taken it as T, T, F, F, Q also T, F, T, F. So this negation of P is F, F, T, T. So next what I need to find out is P nor P. So that is P or P I have to find out. So T, this will become T, this will be T, F, F, because F or F is F,
F or F is F, T or T is F, T or T is F or T. So negation of this is F. So this is F, this is T, this is T. So that is what I am getting here, F, F, T, T. Similarly with respect to Q. So when I perform OR operator on Q, Q or Q is again, it is T, P or T is T. So negation of that is F. Okay, I am getting all these values here. So what I need to find out, this nor this. So I will call it as P, I'll call it as Q, I'll find out P or Q. So what is this is F, all other values are T. Okay, so now with this, a negation of this is this part. So T, F, 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 and P and Q with this is, first one will be true, all other values will be F. If you look at the first uh, condition, negation of this and this will be again, both the values are same. Similarly with the last two columns, which will give you the result for this particular statement. Now again, to prove logical equivalence, one more thing you can add, this with a biconditional of this, which should be tautology, because biconditional means both the values are same, then it is true. So with this you will get tautology, with this also you will get tautology. So this is how you are going to prove logical equivalence.